Welcome back to That's English and to the final unit of this module.
Today's programme is all about people's appearance and personality.
I'm explaining to Kieran that these photos have been airbrushed and photoshopped. They've been changed to make the models look perfect. You don't think that women naturally look like that, do you?
Well, what about the men? Are you telling me that this square jaw is fake too?
It wouldn't surprise me. It's amazing what computers can do.
You're probably right. I always thought George Clooney's designer stubble, barba de dos o tres días, was just too perfect.
Oh no, George is 100% real.
In today's episode, Danny has to deal with quite a demanding client called Francis.
As you watch, answer this question. Why does Francis go to Danny's agency?
Francis, it's great to see you. Now, I've got lots of great ideas and suggestions, but you're the client. What do you want the model to look like? Handsome? You know, square jaw, designer stubble, tall, dark hair?
Well, he can't look either too young or too old.
Coffee? What about this guy? He's aging well. He looks a bit like George Clooney.
No. He seems a bit arrogant, you know, conceited. Our guy needs to seem trustworthy. You know, like the guy next door you can rely on to help you out.
But handsome. More coffee?
He's got to be good looking, just not impossibly good looking. He shouldn't look like a film star.
So he should look cheerful and trustworthy. Lunch? What about this guy?
Sorry, I'm not sure about freckles. We're saying to men, use our product and stay young looking.
Men who use cosmetics but don't want to seem feminine?
That's the point. We need a man who looks like he uses anti-aging cream and is still a real man. Is there any more coffee?
What about this guy? Strong, experienced, kind eyes, manly but sensitive.
I think he looks a bit on the thin side. You know, skinny.
We need a guy who looks as though he's middle-aged, starting to get older, but not worried about it.
He has to be real, not fake or plastic, you know, like him. He's perfect.
Okay, head forward for me. Not too much. You look like you've got a double chin.
A double chin? Okay. Like this?
Stop. Your jaw looks prominent now.
Do you think my ears look big? I think they do. I wish I had smaller ears.
Your ears are beautiful. Now, hands in your pockets and lean away from me. That's it. We don't want you to look as if you've got a beer belly.
A beer belly? Definitely not.
They're not right. If only he didn't have so much stubble. I wish you'd asked him to shave.
Okay. Anything else?
You can see that small scar on his cheek, and I'd like him to look slightly slimmer. The problem is, the client wants him to look real.
No problem. I'll set up the photo shoot again. But that's what Andy looks like. So you might want to think about getting another model.
No, Andy's great. And it took Francis ages to choose him. Okay, do what you can.
I think I could be a male model.
Yes, with a bit of Photoshop, you'd look great. Let's take a look at the question. Why does Francis go to Danny's agency?
What do you want the model to look like?
We need a man who looks like he uses anti-aging cream and is still a real man.
She goes to Danny's agency because she needs a model to advertise her anti-aging cream.
Danny and Francis spent a long time looking at photos of models. Did you notice the different expressions they used to describe each one?
He looks a bit like George Clooney.
No. He seems a bit arrogant.
We need a guy who looks as though he's middle-aged.
We don't want you to look as if you've got a beer belly.
As you know, we use look and seem to describe people.
We use look to talk about physical characteristics.
For example, he looks too thin, or she looks like a model. He looks as though he hasn't slept, or he looks as if he hasn't slept.
And we use seem to describe someone's personality.
For example, he seems like a nice guy, or he seems trustworthy.
Remember, when we want to ask about someone's physical appearance, we ask, what does he or she look like?
But if we want to know about their personality, we ask, what is he or she like?
Let's find out if the client likes the photo of Andy.
And here's the question. How does Danny explain Andy's transformation?
So, let's see. What do you think?
It's brilliant. I love it when a photo looks real.
You do? I mean, of course you do. Oh, yes. So do I.
I hate pictures of people who look perfect. You just know someone has used a computer to change everything. It's so dishonest.
That's exactly what we thought.
I mean, no way do we want to use an image that's been airbrushed and photoshopped.
I know. Like, how can people do that stuff?
I truly appreciate your work on this project, Danny. You really seem to understand what we're trying to do here. You're brilliant.
That's really kind of you.
I'm delighted. I mean, he looks like a real man. That twinkle in his eye, for example.
Twinkly.
Thanks again, Danny.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for the compliments.
Danny! Hi!
Andy, great to see you.
I brought my new portfolio. I've got a lot of new pictures, and they clean them up, as you suggested.
Really?
Yes, I got rid of my scar, made my ears a bit smaller, gave me more hair. I look about 10 years younger. It's amazing what you can do with computers nowadays, isn't it?
Oh, Francis, this is Andy. He's a model. Francis is one of our clients.
Really? Well, if you ever need a model, I'm your man.
Yes, I'll bear you in mind.
I can't stop. Got another shoot this afternoon.
See you soon.
He seems like a nice guy, but he's a bit too tough and strong for our campaign.
Actually, he is the guy from your campaign.
That's ridiculous. I mean, he looks great, and I admit there is a resemblance, but this guy is perfect.
Well, we made him look as good as we could.
After we agreed that we wanted reality, how could you... In what way did you make him look good? Danny?
We used some of your anti-aging cream on him for a few days before the shoot.
He doesn't look so good now.
He must have run out of cream.
I can't believe that was the guy in this picture. Are you sure you're not joking?
No way. It's your anti-aging cream. It must be really effective. You're to blame for his transformation.
So, Kieran, would you ever buy anti-aging cream?
I might one day if I thought I needed it.
Did you get the answer to the question? How does Danny explain Andy's transformation?
We We used some of your anti-aging cream on him for a few days before the shoot.
He explains that Andy had used some anti-aging cream from Frances before the photo shoot.
Frances really doesn't like unnatural photos. Did you notice the phrases she used to express disapproval?
I hate pictures of people who look perfect. No way do we want to use an image that's been airbrushed and photoshopped. That's ridiculous.
On the other hand, she was also very grateful to Danny for all his hard work. Look how she expressed appreciation.
I love it when a photo looks real. I truly appreciate your work on this project, Danny.
I hate it when advertisers make people look perfect.
Yes, it's ridiculous that appearance is so important in our society.
I appreciate it when advertisers use normal-looking people.
Now, we've talked a lot about appearance, but what about personality? Samantha, what do you look for in a friend?
I've got lots of different friends, but generally we have the same outlook on life, which means we have similar beliefs and values.
Let's hear what people on the street say about their friends. We asked them, are your friends similar to you or different? Here's what they said.
Most of them are different, and I liked it like that because it makes life more interesting and make the friendship more interesting. Sort of think differently, look at life differently, but we do have common grounds. Yeah.
Varies really. I've got some friends that are quite similar and then some that are quite a lot louder and more outspoken and outgoing than I am. Mixture.
I'd say my friends are really similar to me, so they're active, they're outgoing, they like partying and they like travelling.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, they're definitely very similar to me. I think they have the same sort of philosophies and outlooks of life, which is probably what makes us friends, really.
I have a lot of friends who are interested in cars, as I am, but then they are different in their food and their other interests. So it's a selection of all types of people and interest.
Very different. All my friends are different to me, but I don't know. I prefer a wide range of friends than just like one specific group of friends. Yeah, you learn a lot more. It's a lot more fun.
We're quite different. I've got one friend who's Buddhist, and I go to the temple with her a lot. Although I'm not, I like the meditation element. But we're all fairly different. I've got friends from, school who are sort of London-based in Essex. So we've all had kind of different lives.
In our lifestyles, we're probably quite similar. But in personalities and characters, many of them are quite different.
So, a lot of people said they had friends who were quite different from them, but they also had some common ground. In other words, they had things in common, like similar interests.
Or, as Arkin said, they had shared philosophies and outlooks. Well, that's the end of today's programme. Thanks for joining us.
We look forward to seeing you next time on That's English.
See you soon. Bye-bye.